So jumping from strategy to strategy, trying this funnel, trying this tactic, listening to this coach, this influencer, and then you try to put it all together and make it work yourself. But the only thing that shows is that you're confused, you're lost, you may be overwhelmed, and you just have no real clear direction on where you're going. You probably have a vague idea of where you're going, but what we need is one vehicle that can get us there. And then not just a vehicle, but we actually need coverage. We need insurance in the vehicle, because on the journey there, you may run into a couple bumps in the road. You may get rear-ended by somebody. You may have to stop and get gas. Regardless of whatever happens, we want to be able to pull the vehicle over, identify what's wrong with the vehicle, fix it, and then get right back on the road and keep going towards the destination. But if you keep switching different vehicles without having a clear GPS and clear direction on where you're going, and you're not insured, you don't have any coverage, every time something happens, because something's gonna happen, you crash and to go right back where you came from. That's why it may feel like with your business, you're on this hamster wheel and you just feel like you're not going anywhere. Newsflash, all of these strategies and tactics, they all work, right? But one thing I like to tell a lot of fitness and wellness coaches is find one that is aligned with your values and aligned with your mission and vision. And then you have to make a commitment to it. Now, in this day with social media, there's so many distractions. You got this coach saying that. You got this guru saying this. And these all may be actually really good strategies and really good opportunities, right? But if you never make a commitment, and every month or two or every 3 months you trying a different strategy, then we're not actually gonna go anywhere, because we just keep changing vehicles. Versus let's pick one vehicle and that's sustainable long term, and then let's get coverage in the vehicle, and then let's get a clear destination on where we're going, a GPS, and then let's make a commitment to get to the end of that destination, regardless of what happens on the journey there. And also, we got a fear of failure, or even a fear of success sometimes, right? Because the responsibility that comes behind it, or you may be afraid of what others may think. Newsflash, everybody has things going on. Everybody, all of us are trying to figure it out. And I promise you, they care more about their situation, right, than yours. Even for myself, like there's certain things that I experience in business, and I thought past clients, current clients, potential clients were gonna care, but like they didn't care as much as I thought they did. Then once we find out what the truth is, we like, oh man, I could have did this earlier. Another thing that we give all of our clients is a CEO aligned system. So this is a system for how they operate personally inside of the business as a high performing CEO. And it's a very faith-based, faith-driven system to keep them aligned. Self-doubt is always going to creep up. Old patterns of self-sabotage is always going to creep up. Procrastination, comparison. These are all lies that the brain is telling you. When we actually start to believe those lies, then there's actions or a lack of actions behind that. This is why you may find yourself sometimes procrastinating things, is because you may be overthinking the lies that you're telling yourself. All these different things that's actually going to make you money, you start to procrastinate. So having a system in place that can allow you to overcome self-sabotage, overcome procrastination, overcome imposter syndrome, self-doubt, any type of fear or negative energy that's going to stop you from making more money and making more impact in your business. This is something that you can visit daily, weekly, whenever you get out of alignment. We need to get right back in alignment. Remember the vehicle I was talking about, where you got the vehicle, you got the coverage, and you're driving towards that destination? The CEO alignment system is that coverage. Now imagine unlocking your fullest potential. I'm talking about the most aligned, the most clear you've probably ever been in your business. This is what that CEO aligned system is going to do. All right. So how about we do this? Of course, we know that you need some type of GPS system, but like what we first need to do is identify exactly where you are on the map. Now I have a business coaching audit that can allow us to identify exactly where you are on the map. And also at the end of this audit, come up with a specific custom GPS system as far as where you are right now, give you the exact directions on how to get to where you're going. And as a bonus, what I'll also do is give you the most vital part of the CEO Aligned System. Now, I can't give you the whole thing, right? Because my clients are cussing me out. But what I can do is give you a very, very important piece of the CEO Aligned System. This way we can actually get you in alignment, gain some momentum, and it only takes a few minutes for you to do, but you can start seeing some results in only a couple days. So go ahead to the description and click on that link, schedule a call with me. The call is actually gonna be with me. Or you can go to transformationcoachacademy.io. There's gonna be a 10-minute video on that page and to give you a little bit more insight on the self-selling sales system and the CEO Aligned System. And I'll either see you on a call or I'll see you in the next video.